Hi, my lovely ignited souls. Thank you for joining me, Crime Queen. Okay, and it's all about self love, whether it was tarot or numerology or the crimson light, it's all about self love. But I just want to share with you this um, little small word of encouragement. Let's put it this way. So I was listening to Les Brown or being interviewed by Tim. Oh, don't remember the other name, but however, he's very good at interviewing people and so on. But one thing I noted in that interview that I thought, oh, that makes perfect sense because I've always been looking at the number eight as a template here. Oh, let's make sure you can. Oh, let's see if you can see this. Okay, so I've always been looking at number eight as the whole. It's like a circle, but it has been twisted. Okay, and one of the things that Les Brown said about, how we have been conditioned and how we need to really always try very much to have some affirmation or something to eradicate a negative thought. So I believe he said that it is an MIT or MIC study, which I hadn't really checked yet. But there is a study that showed that for every negative thought, you need to exercise this positive thought to eradicate or counteract that by saying it 17 times. Now, that's what really got me thinking 17 times. And I straight away thought, oh, but God is 764. Adding these figures together, yeah, as you can see here, would equal 17. And 1 plus 7 is 8, of course. Now, that really got me thinking, well, when they say God is in all things, that's so true. Or you need God to, help you out of a situation. That's it. You need to apply this God effect right here. Now, it may sound a bit silly, but everything we taught is a vibration, and numbers, of course, symbols carry very strong vibration. Now, according to the book of Complete Numerology with David Phillips, numbers 1 and 7, for instance, would be on the lower plane where we are occupied with things that are on the physical plane and also responsible for our learning and verbal communication. Now, that too made perfect sense. So basically, here we have the three planes. And on this plane here, we are dealing with the mental plane, the mind plane. So this would be the mind plane. And here would be the soul plane, which is numbers 2, 3, and 8. Okay, hope you can make sense of this. And on here would be 3, 6, 9, which is the lovely numbers. And here would be 1, 4, 7. So we can see that numbers here of 1 and 7 coincides perfectly with the God factor of changing, meaning learning and breaking the cycle of a bad habit. So if someone says, you can't do that, you would need to say, yes, I can do that like 7 times to really get that out of your mind and say, yeah, I can do that. Or, no, you can't do that. Yes, I believe I can do that. I am certain I can do that. Yes, I can do that. And, apply this 17 times because this is 1 and 7. Of course, this is the plane of planning, for instance, the plane or arrow of planning, and this is the one for activity. So 7 is what, like I've always seen as a soul. Literally, you're going to need that to cut away that old belief, that old system. It also coincides with another thing you might have come across on YouTube with Esther Hicks Abraham, where it is said to break or to manifest something, you need to hold a thought in your mind for about 17 seconds. It's just something to really say that there is strong correlation with the numbers as symbols to manifesting or to becoming or to creating whatever it is, but they do hold a certain vibration that helps to eradicate, manifest, bring about whatever it is. We see that also happens in the story of Abraham, where God changed Abram to Abraham. Of course, Abram was 17. Now, there, of course, that meant he was already representing or having that representation of God. He had the God factor, we could say. And just to show you briefly, I want to make this short. And it's something I have worked on this exercise on my numerology channel. But here we see, let's just look at Abram, Abram, and of course, another thing that's very important here to note that it's 5 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the number of Christ in this sense. If we do the numerical value for the word Christ, and hey, people say, oh, you need Christ in your life. You know, there are avenues to help us understand the vibration that connects with this essence that we are talking about. It's not just about a man we think with long hair who lived 2000 BC, whatever it is. All of life is like teaching us. When it is said God is in all things, if we open our minds and our eyes, our heart, our senses to the vibration or intelligence around us, we will see. We just need to look, be attentive, or be attentive, right? What's happening here? I think, okay, I'm going to use the light on here. So here we have 12914. Now we could see as well from these numbers, it would be interesting for me to also do another video on this to really show how the energies play out on the different planes I have just spoken about. But however, and there we could see, in fact, I think I'm going to note this, that the letter 4 holds that other vibration, the number, the number 4. And in Abraham holds that 4 vibration of stability that goes in the willpower, where we talk about 4 being solid and stable. Okay, we also have 9, which is the number of execution, if you like. Things just bust out like a child from the womb. And then we have 2, which is the door to the open, the center of the plane, the higher self, the soul plane. We have this. And then we have 2 ones in Abraham, 2 ones. These 2 ones would be where you are like on your 2 feet and like really saying, standing on your 2 feet. That now is the doors to the physical plane where we are learning, being, practicing, when speaking, this verbal communication. So if we add this together, this is 10, 16, 10, sorry, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we see Abraham is also 17 here. 1 plus 7 is 8. I may have to do another video on this because I really want to keep this short and to really highlight the essence of basically the essence of the vibration in the numbers, the numerology. This is what I'm feeling, that all the numbers hold a certain vibration, and it's just beautiful when we begin to understand that everything has a purpose. And so why not delve in this aspect of discovering ourselves with me? And you can join me on my numerology channel on YouTube. And I have sort of not done much lately, but it's just calling me back. It keeps calling me. It keeps calling me. But I felt that this was very important to note. So if you're wanting to break a habit or build a new habit, I would harness on the number 17. Try it out, because the bad habit has been so entrenched within us. We need to like really eradicate it with this one. One is where you are taking ownership. You are the magician. You are ready to create magic. And the seven is being the saw, where you are cutting this away and cutting and slicing and putting things together. You are now saying, okay, I have done it all now. I can rest like the seventh day, the Sabbath. Thank you. Okay, do join me again. I'm Cry Queen, and do follow me on Instagram. Thank you. Bye. Much love and stay ignited.